Good morning. I'm here in Stilfontein in near Klaksdorp. For those who don't know, it's a small mining town, and things are starting to fall apart. As we know from various municipalities all over South Africa, this is not an isolated case. It is something that's happening all over. It's a nice rainy day. Well, let's hope the rain holds out. But today there's a peaceful march against bad service delivery, and they want to hand over this memorandum to the municipality, and it's to the Honourable Mayor of Fikile Matlosana. And they have a couple of points here with service delivery. They want WhatsApp groups created so that the community can communicate easier with the municipality on problems and explain problems. They want an established timeline so that they know when these problems, because the problem is that promises are made the whole time about, yes, the problem will be addressed, etc., but they never actually get around to addressing these problems, and they just stick around pretty much forever. We've got the municipality fixing holes or leakages on water pipes, then they dig up the whole thing, and then the hole just stays there endlessly, and it becomes a danger to pedestrians, especially at night, because half the street lights, I'm not even going to say half the street lights, most of the street lights do not work. Now you are forced to walk in the dark and you do not see these holes on the sidewalk, and then you can imagine what happens. So yes, that's one of the problems, the street lights, the neglect of an electrical substation. Substations are being stripped of cabling, and regularly hear of power failures due to substations being stripped bare of wiring. The grass cutting just doesn't happen anymore, and at some places the grass grows yay high. So yes, it's becoming a problem. Tree felling services obviously do not exist almost. Neglect of parks and open spaces, fire station, yes. The high unemployment rates is obviously another concern. There's a very nice memorandum. I think I'll add it here to the site so you guys can also go through it. And then dilapidated buildings that are becoming a problem. There's a number of dilapidated buildings in Stilfontein. Unfortunately, they are becoming housing for vagrants and drug users and, unfortunately, unsavory businesses. So yes, it is a concern to the general public and citizens that dilapidated buildings need to be addressed. Enforcement of bylaws. It seems as if bylaws are not being enforced at all. And yes, as I said, this is not a problem just in Stilfontein. It is all over the country. But yes, here we have a whole group of concerned citizens from Stilfontein coming together and saying enough is enough. We want action taken. Call to action. They've asked, they are going to give the municipality 30 days and they want an answer by then. So let's hope that our municipality of Kosh, and it's starting to rain now as well. Let's hope it doesn't keep away the people, but let's hope that we have people that are willing to listen and actually act on the problems out there. But let's see what happens. These kind of marches are going to become a norm. I predict this eventually because it has to. The problem is that people are becoming, and there's a nice Afrikaans word, gatvol, for these kind of problems, and the fact that the municipalities are ignoring the community's concerns. And yeah, let's hope that sooner or later something can happen and these problems get addressed. Let's look at the march. Ons is hier so aan Stilfontein en ek is hier met Henrico wat vir ons 'n bietjie meer gaan vertel waaroor vandag se peaceful march gaan teen service delivery in die Stilfonteinaar. Henrico, vertel vir my waaroor gaan hierdie protesaksie of kom ons noem dit 'n march, omdat peaceful march. Waaroor gaan dit?
Wel, Stilfontein is geplei met die, hoe kan ons sê, sewer problems en dilapidated buildings en alles soos wat jy oor ons kan sien en alles. Daar's geboue wat afgebreek is, daar's soort problems. Die munisipaliteit grou gate, hulle maak dit nie toe nie en alles. En die residents of Stilfontein is tans hulle wil nie meer nie. Hulle kan nie meer met dit saamlewe en alles nie. So ons het besluit om dit op onsself te vat en hierdie peaceful march te reël om munisipale geboue toe te gaan en dan 'n memorandum te gaan oorhandig en ons demands aan hulle te gee dat binne 30 dae wil ons al hierdie goed uitgesort het.
Met ander woorde, die residents van Stilfontein wil hê dit moet nou uitgesorteer word, want dit raak nou 'n ernstige probleem. Ek het gesien toe ek ingery het daar by is dit Hartbees pad, die hoofpad waar mense inkom in Stilfontein in, daar by die garage. Aan die linkerkant is daar 'n gat in die pad.
Yes.
Dis nou voorbeeld vir jou vandag.
Dit is as ek reg onthou Jan van Riebeeck straat.
Jan van Riebeeck.
Dit is hulle het daar gegrou en alles. Hulle het dit nie toegemaak of enigiets nie. As jy so ry en alles, jy sal sien in die strate daar is tans sulke paaie wat gehad het. Soos daar's tans ook een van hulle en alles en dis hoe dit lyk rondom Stilfontein.
En dis munisipale werk wat hulle gedoen het. Hulle maak dit net nie klaar.
Yes. Munisipale werk.
Vertel my 'n bietjie meer van die soort. Ek het gehoor van die soort probleme en ek het al met ons mense gepraat daaroor en verduidelik. Vertel ons 'n bietjie meer af.
So tans in Stilfontein, ons het 'n pannetjie. So ons het twee actually, 'n groot ene en 'n kleiner ene. So daar's soor wat in dit ingaan en al daai klomp goed en dan blok dit die dreine van die mense en dit raak al so erg dat dit in die mense se erwe ingaan en dan kan hulle nie uit hulle erwe uitkom nie. So dit is daardie goed wat ons nou wil aanspreek.
Yes. Baie dankie dat ons kan bywoon en ek gaan vir julle 'n bietjie meer video wys oor hoe die mense bymekaar kom en wat ons te sê het. Yeah, we are here with Solejo, who is going to tell us a little more about why we are having this march. What is this march about?
Well, it's very simple. The reason why we're having this march is because of the lack of service delivery in the community. We tried our utmost level best to address these issues with the relevant stakeholders, but it yielded no results. And we thought that this is the best option to use. It's one of the tools of addressing the issues of the community, and then we opted for this so that maybe, and just maybe, the council may listen to us.
It's becoming a norm in municipalities all over the country that we have bad service delivery. Why do you think that is? What causes this bad service delivery?
Well, it's also very simple. I believe that there are people in positions that do not deserve to be in those positions, people who cannot deliver for the community, people who are in there just to earn a salary without doing the actual job that they have to do. And that's basically the reason. That's the only reason that one can think of why there's no service delivery.
Do you think it's more a question of people who do not really care about the community, but care more about what they can make out of the community?
Look, I wouldn't want to say that, because you may find that some of them are not even from the very same community. They may not know much about the community that it's in there. Some of us grew up in this community. We know how this community was before.
The history.
Yeah, we've got the background and the history of that. But as we come in here now and see the state in which this community is in, that concerns us a lot.
Unfortunately, we have a lot of elements out there who tend to make a thing like this a racial issue, and it's not. Yeah, you can see a diverse group of people coming together and saying, we are community. It's got nothing to do with race. We all standing together. Is this the kind of thing that you're seeing more and more happen here in our area?
Look, in this area of Stilfontein, we are united. We forge forward as a collective. We help each other as a collective. A lot of things that we're doing involves, we don't see race. If I speak to any other person, I see a colleague, I see a friend, I see my neighbor. I don't see a white or a black or an Indian. I don't see the color. I see a brother and a sister, and that's it. You know, we don't
remember.
Yes, I just see the residents of the community that our children are growing in.
Yes. What are the main concerns in Stilfontein at this stage, which is the big problems?
Sure. Lights, in the evening. Street lights. It's just a mess. If they are being sorted out, they'll come on during the day. At night they're off. Now that one is off. Now, if you bear that in mind, the question is what happens at night when it's dark. You know, crime rates.
You're inviting criminals.
I mean, at the rate at which this is going, you go to the police, you find out there are only about 4 police at this police station at night, and I mean, they can't do a thing. You understand? So
they're under-resourced.
Under-resourced. They cannot help. If they help, they'll come in late. The criminals would be gone and things like that. So we're saying that enough is enough. We must rise and try to do something on our own.
What is the purpose of this memorandum of demands?
All right. The purpose is very simple. It's just to say to the council, we're paying for the services. Give us what's due. There must be value for our money, and we have been trying this at all the times. Please come on board. That's basically the idea.
Time frame?
We, in accordance with our memorandum, we said we're very reasonable. You know, we said we can't consider all these other times. We're saying to you guys, we give you 21 to 30 days to respond. It's a month. Just give us a response in the 30 days. If you don't get the remand, as you heard me addressing the community, I told them that we'll come with something special.
Thank you, residents. As I indicated, that you have been waiting and waiting and waiting, but that was not in vain. Eventually, our mayor, executive mayor, beloved, name whatever you want to say, has eventually arrived. Mr. Mayor, we are pleased to have you in our midst today. We are the residents of Stilfontein. We have some few issues that we want to bring to our attention. And yeah, we hope that this is the right platform, this is the right way of doing things, and hopefully you will understand why we're doing the way we're doing this today. Residents, I think you all know the mayor. Okay. Resident, the mayor is a local. He has been around for some time. I know him since his school days. I'm not trying to tell you how old I am. I'm not trying to convey that to you. And I have known him long before he became a mayor to be Ntate Fikile Masop. You know, people when they start to grow, they get some athletes, and they change names. I had even for one day that he has changed his name, as we believe even today. His names that were written in a register. You know the register when you go to school? The attendance register, the class register, written Fikile Masop. So our executive mayor is Councillor Fikile Masop. We are here today in the Masop to talk to you. Can we give him a round of applause? All that being said, Mr. Mayor, I'm not going to waste much of your time. I'm going to hand over to my colleague Enrico to tell you exactly why we're here, and we're going to save you today. I said to my people, we are the sheriff of Stilfontein, but the sheriff of Stilfontein is here to serve you and would expect a return of service. Thank you. Thank you very much, Enrico. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Let's start with the proceedings. So, we, the undersigned residents of Stilfontein, submit this memorandum to the Office of the Mayor of the City of Matlosana as a formal demand for improved service delivery in our community. The memorandum serves as a reflection of the deep dissatisfaction and frustration felt by the residents due to ongoing neglect of basic services, which has drastically affected our quality of life. We urge the municipality to urgently address the following concerns. Key service delivery issues, sanitation and waste management. Our community faces persistent issues with waste collection and proper sanitation. Streets are littered with garbage which has not been collected regularly. This has led to environmental pollution, rodent infestations, and health hazards. We demand regular and timely waste collection, proper waste disposal facilities, and more bins. Immediate attention to the overflowing sewage system and blocked drains. We would also like to bring to your attention a pressing issue regarding the sewer department. Many residents have expressed concerns about the difficulty in reaching the department via phone, as their numbers are often ringing without being answered. To improve communication and streamline issues, resolutions, we kindly request the following actions with the proposed resolutions. Creation of a WhatsApp group. Establish a WhatsApp group for the sewer department to provide an additional and more efficient channel for residents to report and inquire about sewer issues. Establishment of a time frame. Implement a clear time frame with which the sewer department will address and resolve reported sewer problems. This will help manage residents' expectations and ensure timely responses.
Should I help you?
Huh? You can if you want to. Thank you very much. Okay. Water department often leaves repair sites open and unsecured. These unfurnished work sites create dangerous conditions, especially for children and elderly residents, posing serious safety risks within our neighborhoods. Mr. Mayor, I would also like to highlight a specific case at 20 Van Sale Street, where two elderly residents, both over the age of 80 years, have been trapped in their home due to a collapsed drain system caused by the water department. This issue has persisted for the past 3 years without resolution or assistance. Immediate action is required to address this ongoing situation and prevent further harm. We urge you to take swift action to ensure the safety of our community and address the negligence surrounding worksite safety. Road infrastructure. Many of the roads in our area are in a state of disrepair, with potholes, lack of street lighting, and inadequate drainage systems contributing to accidents and poor mobility. We demand urgent repairs and resurfacing of damaged roads, installation of proper street lighting and road signage, maintenance of stormwater drainage systems to prevent flooding, neglect of electrical substations. Several electrical substations within our community are not being adequately maintained. The lack of attention poses potential fire hazards and risks of power outages, which could affect businesses, schools, and residents alike. Open and unattended electrical boxes. Several electrical substations within our community. No. Numerous electrical boxes in public areas remain open, leaving live wires exposed. This poses a critical danger, particularly to children and pets, and could lead to serious accidents or fatalities if left unattended. Street light challenges. We would like to acknowledge and commend the efforts made by your team in repairing the street lights across our town. Despite these efforts, it has become evident that the recurring issue of vandalism and cable theft continues to undermine the effectiveness of these repairs. The streets remain poorly lit at night, creating safety concerns and diminishing the quality of life for our residents. In light of these ongoing challenges, we propose the installation of high mast lights throughout the town. These lights, being more robust and less susceptible to vandalism, could significantly improve nighttime visibility and security. The introduction of high mast lighting would not only enhance public safety, but also reduce the frequency and cost repairs associated with the current streetlight system. We believe this solution would effectively address the issues of darkness and vandalism while providing a more reliable and cost-effective long-term solution. There has been a significant lapse in grass cutting services in our area. As a result, residents have resorted to burning the overgrown grass, which poses serious health risks and environmental hazards. The smoke from these fires is creating health problems for many residents, particularly those with respiratory issues, and is adversely affecting the overall quality of air in our community. Additionally, the heat from the burning grass is causing damage to water meters, which are melting and leading to further complications and potential service interruptions. We request that this matter be addressed urgently. Implementing regular grass cutting services and providing alternative solutions to residents for managing overgrown wood greatly improve the situation and ensure the well-being of our community. Absence of tree felling services. Overgrown trees are increasingly becoming a hazard, especially during storms. There is a noticeable lack of tree felling and trimming services, which not only affects power lines but also jeopardizes public safety due to falling branches. Neglect of parks and open spaces. Our parks and open spaces are in a state of neglect. Lack of maintenance, including lawn care, trash removal, and general upkeep, has left these once vibrant community areas unsafe and unattractive. This has significantly reduced the quality of life and recreational opportunities for our residents. The fire station. Mr. Mayor, there is a pressing concern in Stilfontein. Throughout 2024, there have been multiple incidences of houses burning in our area. This alarming trend highlights a critical issue, a local fire station, which is essential for responding to such emergencies, which is non-operational. The absence of a functional fire station in Stilfontein poses a significant risk to the safety and well-being of our community. We urgently request that the municipality develop and implement a structured plan to reopen the fire station as soon as possible. This will ensure that our area is adequately protected and can respond effectively to fire-related emergencies. High unemployment rate. We are deeply concerned about the growing unemployment crisis in our community, particularly among the youth. The lack of job opportunities is driving many of them towards drug abuse and other harmful behaviors as they struggle to find meaningful employment. It's disheartening to see the practice of paid employment persisting. Whenever vacancies arise, whether for general worker positions or through programs like the Expanded Public Works Program, also known as the EPWP, we often notice unfamiliar faces filling these roles. People from outside our area, while our own residents remain unemployed. This is unacceptable, as a local people should be given priority for jobs within their own community. Additionally, the local economic development, also known as the LED stalls, which were intended to boost small businesses, have unfortunately become occupied by individuals involved in drug use. This misuse of resources not only undermines the purpose of these structures, but also poses a serious risk to the safety and well-being of our community. We respectfully urge your office to address these issues by prioritizing local employment in all municipal job openings and projects, reviewing the recruitment process for transparency and fairness, ensuring that Stilfontein residents are not sidelined, taking immediate steps to repurpose LED stalls to fulfill their original goal of promoting local entrepreneurship, while simultaneously addressing the drug-related issues that have emerged in these spaces. This community is calling for action. We believe that with the right interventions, we can turn the tide and create a future where our youth have hope and our residents can thrive. Demolishing of dilapidated buildings. The residents of Stilfontein are urgently requesting that the municipality take decisive action regarding the enforcement of demolishing dilapidated properties within our town. Specifically, we would like to address the condition of the Stratford Club, which has become a significant eyesore and is negatively impacting the aesthetic and overall well-being of our community. The Stratford Club is not only an unattractive feature, but also represents a financial liability, as the current owner owes the municipality over 20 million rands. Given the substantial debt and the deteriorating state of the property, we propose that the municipality consider auctioning the site. This action could attract developers and address the ongoing housing crisis in our area, as the redevelopment of this site could provide much needed housing solutions for our residents. We urge the municipality to explore this option and take the necessary steps to revitalize the area, improve the downtown appearance, and provide housing opportunities for our community. Arthur Street. Residents of Arthur Street would like to bring to your attention a matter of great concern. Over a decade ago, the municipality sold stands to the people in that area, promising a livable and accessible environment. However, despite the significant time that has passed, the basic infrastructure in the area remains underdeveloped. Specifically, there are no roads or stormwater drainage systems. which is causing severe inconvenience and hardships to the residents. Key concerns: it's a lack of roads. There are no constructed roads in the area, making it difficult for residents to access their homes, particularly during periods of heavy rainfall. Flooding and inaccessibility. Due to the absence of stormwater channels, they are frequently experiencing flooding. This results in the residents being unable to enter or leave their homes when it rains, exacerbating safety concerns and preventing emergency services from accessing the area. Long-standing issues. Despite numerous complaints and requests, no significant action has been taken by the municipality in the past 10 years. To address these infrastructure deficiencies, this prolonged neglect is unacceptable and must be urgently addressed. Request for immediate action. We respectfully urge your office to prioritize the construction of proper infrastructure on RKX Fisher Street. Develop stormwater drainage systems to prevent flooding and ensure safety access to homes during the rainy season. Provide a clear timeline for the commencement and completion of these works. The lack of basic infrastructure in RKX Fisher Street has greatly affected the quality of life for residents and undermines the municipality's commitment to providing a safe and livable environment for its residents. We trust that your office will give this matter the attention it deserves and take immediate action to rectify the situation. And then our proposed solutions. We, the residents of Stilfontein, propose the following solutions for the issues outlined above. Enforcement of bylaws. We kindly request that the Mayor's office prioritize the enforcement of the following bylaws to ensure that the safety, cleanliness, and well-being of our communities. Building rubbish on pavements. Address the issue of building debris left on pavements for extended periods, which obstructs pedestrian access and negatively impacts the appearance of the neighborhood. Strict enforcement and regular monitoring should be implemented to prevent such occurrences. Illegal dumping. We are urging the enforcement of bylaws to combat illegal dumping, which continues to harm our environment and quality of our environment and quality of life. Burning of house and garden waste. Strengthen the enforcement of regulations prohibiting the burning of household and garden waste in residential yards. This practice not only causes health hazards due to smoke pollution, but also poses a fire risk to the surrounding properties. Building regulations. Ensure compliance for local building regulations, particularly with respect to construction safety, permits, and adherence to zoning laws. Therefore, maintain the structural integrity and properties and prevent illegal and unsafe developments in the area. We believe the strict enforcement of these bylaws will contribute to a safer, cleaner, and more livable environment for all residents. Engagement. Establish a regular forum for community engagement where residents can voice their concerns and monitor progress on service delivery. Accountability. Ensure that the municipal departments responsible for service delivery are held accountable for delays and substandard performance. Transparency. Publish quarterly reports on the status of service delivery projects and expenditures related to our community. Call to action. We expect an immediate response and timeline for action from the municipality. Should the issues outlined in this memorandum not be addressed within 30 days, we will escalate our concerns to the relevant authorities and intensify our peaceful demonstrations until our grievances are resolved. We believe that access to basic services is a constitutional right, and the failure to deliver these services is an injustice to the people of Stilfontein. We call on the Mayor and the municipality to take swift action to address our demands and work with our community to improve the living conditions in our area. Your attention to these matters would greatly enhance service delivery and resident satisfaction. Thank you.
Here, here.
Continue to serve the mayor. The mayor is served.
No.
No, thank you very much. You also tell them that you are famous.
Continue to serve the mayor.
I knew that a relative is giving this much. It shows that it's very serious.
Yeah,
That's on a lighter note. Let me firstly start by apologizing for being exactly 30 minutes late. We are in the middle of audits. So the municipalities audit, there's a period of the auditor general. So I'm expected to also go back and deal with this thing. I also saw, I didn't know even Herald was supposed to take this one. So I'm asking myself, what is it doing? Okay. No, it's fine. Let me first start by saying I take these issues very serious. One, everybody, I mean, we are in a democracy now. People have a right to express themselves in the way they want to do it, or as long as it's within the legislation and the constitution. So I think this exercise is an exercise for you to participate in that democracy. So there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong. And number two, I had an in-vision here, just which is a series of in-visions that I made. The other time I was in Oakland, I went to Joburg, so I wonder why you didn't come to the in-vision, but it's fine. We'll discuss it another day. If you came to the in-vision, you're going to understand that all these issues that are here are receiving attention. One, we are doing things differently now. I will respond even before 7 days on the issues that you have raised and put them. These are not new issues. It's issues that we dealt with at the issue and we committed. Number one of the issues that I noticed that we dealt with it and we had a commitment on it is the issue of the fire station, which we committed in the in-vision that you did not attend, by the way. And I committed that in a month, I want that fire station operational. That's what I told my management. That one of the issues that makes our infrastructure to dilapidate is because we don't use it. And then people come and steal and remove things and so forth. So we're in the process of procuring fire stations and other things. So I told them that in what they are procuring, they must make sure that one or at least come and operate this every so that it can be able to cover Kuma and stuff like that. So those are the issues that we have attended to, and we are continuing going to attend to. So when I respond to them, you must also tell them I did not go to the in because I waited for my match, but it's fine. So we are dealing with them. The issue of an 8-year-old here that I've picked up in the memorandum, it's a worrying issue. It's not something that needs a match or a memorandum. When I get into the office, I will want to understand why we have such a situation, and people must be dispersed to come and resolve that problem. We've got issues that don't need a memorandum or a meeting. People must just do their work. That's it. So this is a worrying factor that you've got elderly people who are trapped inside the house because people are told that they are not implementing this. So as I get into the office, as part of this, I'll be taking it out and taking it out of the box. And people must come and resolve that. It must not wait for 8 days. It must be done today. And latest, if they say they failed tomorrow, must get a report by 12 o'clock. That matter is resolved. That's how we're doing it. Now, the other issue here that I must also dispose of, because we must dispose these things of, so that we don't postpone and postpone and postpone. I've disposed of one of the elderly people. I've disposed of one of the fire station. I also have a project, and I've raised it. You see, this thing of not attending the mayor's in-visions is a problem. I've made it very clear in the in-vision of the mayor that Stilfontein must be treated as any other area. And I've raised it also about Oakland. We've got this mentality that people who stay in affluent places are not affected by poverty, and it's not correct. Because the mines have been closed. What we used to rely on in terms of economy is gone. So our people are also suffering in town. Now, I've raised it that in the municipalities, we must do an audit in terms of geographical spread to check whether people of Stilfontein, and Port in particular, they represent a percentage of employment in the city of Matlosana. I've also disclosed it. I want a report. So that we don't have a one-sided employment in particular areas, and some areas are not accommodated. So it's part of the discussions that I'm having. The reason I called him individual was that we don't want individuals where we go and we complain. So as we started in the individual, I said to them, start some certain work that you must do, pothole patching, fixing of lights and so forth. The ones that are remaining behind will be attended to by what the mayor is calling an infrastructure Wednesday, where every Wednesday, every area, we choose one area and we take all our resources and take them into that place and fix that place. That is the approach. Now, attend the individual very closely. So we are going to deal with all these things. So we'll attend to these things not in 30 days, not 30 days. Before 30 days, we could have responded and disposed of a lot of them. But most important, see the road issue. The road issue, HVSM. Yes, we will look into those things of roads are very important. And what is also important is for us to teach our residents that the roads are not generating money. The municipality generates money from water and electricity. So people must pay services so that we can fix it. It's important. Now, I know that one makes me very uncomfortable. You know, when I get into a place, people say, hey, but once the mayor starts speaking about money, people get angry. It's fine. Now, we must encourage people to pay. But at the same time, the municipality must be encouraged to give people services so that people must see where their money is going to. It's very important. So I'm encouraging you, those who have capacity to pay, those who don't have capacity to pay, and they are indigent, register your indigent subsidies so that government can subsidize us and we are able to give you services. Right? I take full advice of the higher mask lights because there is serious problem of lighting here. We put lights today, the following day, they are strict and so forth. We are trying to put others. I think you see the circuit. We are taking the cable up so that they don't take it, but also it's no longer a cable that you can sell. We are moving from a cable that they can sell to the one that does not have cable. So that's what we are trying. But in terms of the high mass light, I don't generally like to lie because lying is a problem. You call another match, another match is a problem. So I'm going to speak to the ESPN as they are funding us for high mass lights to say, please fund us because the high mass lights were funded by national. To say there is a need for us migrating from street lights to high mass lights. So please fund us so that we can also accommodate Stilfontein. So I take full responsibility of everything else that we have raised, and we commit that we are going to respond before 30 days and dispose of things that don't need a memorandum. There are things that need attention. They don't need people too much. Let's dispose them off, and then we will deal with the ones that need a much. You came to the individual. I saw you in the individual. This is the individual. Yeah, you should have seen what I said. So these are the things. But I want to take this time to thank you for this. You know, the weather is there, so people are coming from the weather. These problems are serious. And I see elderly people. These challenges are very serious. We take note of those challenges. We still recommit in fulfilling them. We work together in fulfilling this. I'm one person. We must move. You know, service delivery does not want politics. You know, service delivery doesn't want politics. We want us to. So we must not politicize service delivery. The problem when we start politicizing service delivery, it starts to be about us. Now, when the elephants are fighting, is that us that is suffering. So we are going to put away politics and implement what the people are requesting us to do. And I still commit that I will do that. So with those words, allow me to go back, sign this memorandum, commit and respond to that memorandum, and we will take it from there outside. So thank you very much. My name is
Henrico.
Hendrika.
Henrico.
Okay. No, thank you very much, and thank you very much for your time.
Viva our mayor, viva! Viva our executive mayor, viva! Thank you very much. Without much ado, I'm going to call Elna to the fore to say a thing or two. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone who joined us today for this important march with regards to service delivery. Your presence and participation have made a significant impact, and for that we are deeply grateful. To the municipal management team and the mayor, thank you for receiving the memorandum and for your commitment to working with the community on addressing the challenges we face. Your willingness to engage with us shows your dedication to the betterment of our area. A special thank you goes to our South African Police Service and public safety officials for your support, your presence, and efforts in ensuring our safety during this initiative. It's highly appreciated. Your service helps make such events possible and ensures that our voices are heard in a peaceful and a secure environment. To all the stakeholders who donated towards this initiative, we cannot express enough how much your contributions have helped. Every donation has played a vital role in making today a success. We extend a special thanks to Champion Tires in Stilfontein for your incredible support, for generously supplying water to keep us refreshed. VTech for designing and printing the posters that helped spread the message of today's march. Without all of you, this initiative would not have been possible. Thank you once again for your contributions, your time, and your dedication to service delivery in our community.
And there we have it. That is our peaceful march in Stilfontein for service delivery. And as our mayor said, Tikile Masope, that it is important for residents to attend the imbizos. I also believe that it is a way to get your problems to the municipal management teams a lot easier when they have these imbizos. I think that they should have more of these imbizos on a more regular basis, that people attend and bring the problems directly to the management team. I believe that in this case, the problems existed long before the beaches were planned, and this march was planned before then. But there we go. The march was successful, small, not a huge crowd, but he accepted the memorandum, and as he stated, many of the problems expressed in the memorandum were already addressed in the last Imbizo. So let's hope that he resolves the problems as he promised in less than 30 days. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.